Good evening, I hope everyone's well today, thank you for watching. There's been a few developments in this story with Rupert Lowe and I wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on what's going on. The more I read into this, the more I think is a cack-handed, inept, hatchet job on Mr. Lowe. That's just my opinion, your mileage may vary. There's a certain leader, Nigel Farage, that does like the spotlights. Nigel Farage put out a statement over the weekend that says that Nigel refers to Reform UK as his party. Rupert Lowe corrected him. It's not his party, it's not Rupert Lowe's party, and it's not Zia Youssef's party. It belongs to the members. We built it, we can break it. Nigel is a leader, he's an effective leader, he's a good campaigner, but he's not Reform UK at this point in my opinion. It needs to be fully democratised and then let nature take its course. There needs to be people up and coming from the grassroots, and they need to be able to articulate an alternate plan for the party in years coming up that may or may not be better for the country than Nigel. That needs to be what happens with Reform UK. There's a lot of people that are putting their faith and support behind Reform because they need radical change. We were given the vote 100 years ago. Well, I wasn't, because I wasn't here. 18-year-olds weren't given the vote until the 1970s, but most men and women were given the vote in the early 20th century. They always pay lip service to what the majority want, the mass working class population want, but we never get anything that we truly vote for. That's the first thing I want to say, and a lot of people agree with this, which is why there's a deep-seated disenfranchisement in the population. No one ever gets what they voted for, and people think, why bother? Rupert Lowe has also said that he was trying to be silenced on his policies of migration. Apparently he's a little bit too extreme for Reform UK. What is it about what he's saying that's extreme? Deporting foreign criminals, not letting criminals that broke into the country from France stay, not putting them up in 5-star hotels, not giving them free stuff that the working people don't get. What is it that's radical about these policies? Nothing in my view. In fact, I think they're quite moderate. I don't even think they're extreme in the slightest. So if we can move the Overton window to where we need it to be, if we can actually shift the conversation to where the actual country is, that is a positive, not a negative. Nigel, it appears, is very thin-skinned and he's got a huge ego. This can't be good. Now, there's no doubt that Farage is an effective campaigner, and there's no doubt that without him we wouldn't have got Brexit, and we wouldn't have got 5 MPs for Reform UK if he wasn't the leader. Currently, he is the best shot at winning the next general election. I do stand by all of that. I think cooler heads are still going to prevail. There's been a lot of online critique from mainstream commentary at podcasters, the grassroots, that think this is a massive overreach from the leadership. If anyone watched the train crash interview that Richard Tice gave this morning, saying regardless of the altercation between Zia Youssef and Rupert Lowe is out. That's not right, and that's not fair, if that's the stance that they're taking. The grassroots are going to try and force this, and they're going to try and make the leadership see sense. What I can say is, it's not a good look to pick the second-generation migrant chairman of the Patriotic Nationalist Party over the Englishman. That doesn't translate well. I think Zia Youssef needs to go. I'm going to put that out there. He's a hindrance, and we can do better. I appreciate your time. If you like what I say, comment below and let me know. Allegedly, Zia Youssef in his youth actually supported Obama in America. Make that what you will, and he only joined the Tories when they went moderate under David Cameron. I don't know if there's any merit to these claims, but it does make you wonder. I appreciate your time. This needs to blow over. We've got bigger problems, like saving Britain. Have a good day, and thank you for your time.